Welcome to Vuk Talks, the show that speaks to education, health, entrepreneurship, and so much more.
Welcome Zanzi to yet another amplifying episode of Vuk Talk. I'm your host Batal Banwatlati, and today in studio we have the CEO of Tosh detergents, Lufuno. Lufuno, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Well, thanks. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Lufuno, you've currently started your own business, which is something I've never met a business owner, a detergent. Can you kindly explain to us what is your business, what it's about?
Okay, thank you so much. So Tosh Detergents is a proudly South African company that manufactures quality household cleaning detergents that focus on sustainability. I think that is one thing that really sets us apart because sustainability is something that we really need to be considerate about. We need to preserve our environment as well as our planet. So at Tosh Detergents, we pride ourselves by using pure forms of raw materials to ensure that it's gentle to you as a user as well as to the environment, like I said. And we've got a wide range of cleaning detergents. I always say it's a one-stop shop where you get your dishwashing liquid, your multi-purpose, and it was launched in March 2021. So we are 3 years this year.
Oh, that's lovely. So then what inspired you to start such a very unique business? Because I do believe it's very unique in the sense that a cleaning, cleaning, detergents,
Okay, I think what really inspired me to start Tosh Detergents was a search for purpose. It's something that I just wanted to do because detergents are mainly, they are dominated by multinationals. When you think of a dishwashing liquid, there's a particular brand that you are more likely to gravitate towards. So I just wanted to come in and have that impact, especially in manufacturing as a black female, especially as in the detergent sector, which for years has been predominated by multinationals. So it was my desire to say I want to be in that space and I want to make an impact as a black woman who is producing locally.
Okay. So what was the turning point that kind of ensured your growth and your success?
I think our turning point was when we were able to launch or to list our products in retail stores. That is when people started to take us serious because there are a lot of people who are in the detergent space. But like I said, with us, what sets us apart is our sustainability part of it. So you need to tell your story authentically, and that is what will set you apart and do it excellently.
So then what kind of products do you guys use that are sustainable? Because sustainability, we're thinking reusing and recycling. So what are those raw materials that are kind of sustainable?
Okay, we've got a unique raw material that we source from Venda. It's well known in Venda. It's rich in foam and saponins. So we've got a group of women who harvest it for us. We process it and then we use it in our detergents to ensure that it's foamy. And I can't really disclose the name, but
Yes.
yeah, that's our unique raw material. When it comes to the other part of sustainability, we are working closely in townships and rural areas with fill-up stations where we enable you to bring your own container and to fill up Tosh detergents. So it reduces the use of plastic as well as affordability. Yeah.
So then you mentioned having women who source the secret ingredient to your product. Why is it important for women to be involved in such processes?
Because for the longest time, women have been marginalized. Women have just been placed right at the end. I think that is one thing I said when I started to say I wanted to be the black female manufacturer.
Yes.
Because for the longest time we felt that the power was in the men's hands. Men are the ones who need to source, men are the ones who need to work, they are the ones who need to manufacture, they are the ones who can make impact, and we forget the greatness that is within us. Whereas you find that households run and are managed very well by women back home. I mean, a typical example is just look at your mom, for example, or your grandmother. They make things happen, but then yet they are not in the forefront. So that is why it was important for us to say a major part of our value chain has to come from females. Yes.
So then there's one article that you did, and you said that one of the most important things for you to show success was to employ people around your community. Why was that so important to you?
Okay, like I told you when we started, we had our chat, that we are based in Mamelodi, and it's a township.
Yeah.
And whenever you speak township, people think, kasi.
Ow.
You know, they've got this notion around it that what good can come out of kasi.
Yeah.
So we were intentional to say that is where we want to find ourselves, because even those people that are at the kasi, they've got so much greatness within. Sometimes it's just because they do not have opportunities that are being offered or to them. Sometimes it's just because they do not have the knowledge. So we wanted to come in to say, you as you are, wherever you are able to make an impact. You are able to create from liquids and create a product, a tangible product like Tosh detergent that can go forth and sit in leading retail shelves, that is able to compete comfortably alongside the multinationals. You can do it as you are, wherever you are.
Then, Lufuno, obviously, when we start community, you were once that little schoolgirl who had her own dreams. Did you have any mentors in your life that kind of guided you to being the woman that you are today?
Yeah, I think I did. Although, if I can just trace some steps back.
Yeah.
I started off as, I came to Gauteng, I did my civil engineering degree. I wanted to be a civil engineer, you know. And after I completed my diploma at that moment, I was looking for employment.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a job.
Yeah.
Then I was advised, no, you know what, just apply as a traffic officer. And I became a TMPD member. And then while I was there, I felt, you know what, I still don't feel like I'm living my purpose. Especially because I've got this qualification that I feel I need to really unleash and do, And then I got a job as a civil engineer. But still as a civil engineer, I felt, no, man, there still has to be something that I can offer to the world. So I became a civil engineer. And then that is when this purpose came about to say, I need to live up my purpose, I need to start Tosh detergents. But I think the best mentor has been my experiences. It has been where I've been, how I've struggled, and then also how I've gotten myself to be at this point as an entrepreneur. And being an entrepreneur is not easy because normally we don't have blueprints. And sometimes you just come into the world of entrepreneurship, you've never done it before. So it's mainly my life experiences in corporate, but also the people that have done it before. And you said I should mention one. I've got a lot. I just hope I'm not gonna rub the wrong way to others, you know. But I think currently the one that really stands out for me is Ricky. He's my mentor. I had a meeting with him last week on Thursday. And what I like about him is the fact that he keeps me so grounded. Because when you have a business, there's nobody who tells you, wake up, go to work. What time are we coming to work? Have you done this? If you see a nice shoe, nobody tells you that you don't just go swipe. So he keeps you intact because you report to him. We've got goals that we need to attain. He always tells me, this is our plan. What is your plan for September? For example, with our last sitting on Thursday, he asked me, what are your goals for September? What are you aiming to achieve? Financially, what is your target for September? So you always have this person that you are able to speak to. Sometimes you go through, rough patches, and even if you've got a spouse, they don't really understand it from an entrepreneurship point of view. So a mentor is somebody who's always there, who understands your challenges and talks you through, walks through, and sometimes is very harsh on you, but gets the work done. So I think for now it would be Ricky from Chica.
Okay. So then, have you ever had any formal training on how to conduct a business?
Yeah, I did. You have to. That's why I'm saying I've got lots of mentors because, for example, I did an entrepreneurship course with the University of Johannesburg Business School, because for me, I felt it's important that if I'm going to embark on this journey, I need to do it well. And I need to be equipped, I need to be able to express myself. I need to know how do I then conduct myself as a business owner, because we are not just getting by. We are not just building a business for Solanga. We are building a lasting business that has to be a legacy. And it has to be built on certain principles and standards that I possibly didn't know. Because there are certain things that I've realized throughout the programs that you need to unlearn, you need to, learn certain trades. And for me, it has been the JBS, it has been Gibbs as well. I was also at Gibbs. And it was a sponsored program by Walmart, which is part of Macro, yes. So then they teach you financial management, the traits of being a good leader, did I say financial management?
Yes,
That is
yes.
very much
It's
important.
very important.
Yes. You know, if I can share,
Yeah.
one thing I didn't know was that you need to separate yourself from the business.
Yeah.
So you pay yourself your salary,
Salary.
and then the business
Business.
runs. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are valuable lessons that we normally do not know, and we just see businesses fail, and we're like, but why is it failing? Because she was doing so well.
Yeah.
And there wasn't that
Yeah.
separation. Yes, as well as I think leadership qualities, how to deal with people. So it's very much important for one who says I'm embarking on an entrepreneurship journey to empower themselves.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of programs.
Yeah.
I think I also did one with the Cherry Blair Foundation.
Yeah.
So it's important when you see workshops, Proudly South
Yeah.
African always host such. When you see workshops, attend. When you see webinars, engage. And as you grow, you'll realize, okay, I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
This is for startups.
Yeah.
Okay, these ones are for pivoting and growing
Yeah.
businesses. So as you grow, you need to really empower yourself. It's very much important.
So then, Lufuno, now we're going back to the product. Which is the high-selling product from Tosh detergents? And your favorite one?
The favorite part I'm going to answer.
Yeah.
I always say, like as a mother, you've got kids and then they ask you, which
You
one's
should
your
do-
favorite one?
all of
They're
you
my
guys.
favorites. Yeah, but the best-selling product at Tosh detergents, I think we've got two. In order, it's the dishwashing liquid.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was the first product we
Yeah.
made and launched, and it's one that is in all retail stores. And secondly, it's the pine gel. We call it the people's favorite. Like that one sells. I think one of my mentors once said to me, your business must just be a pine gel business.
It's
Because
okay.
we make pine gel every day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the dishwashing liquid, it's the pine gel, and our thick bleach.
Okay, thick
Those are the top three.
Then where can we get your products?
Okay, you can find our products nationwide on Macro Online.
Yeah.
Take a lot as well.
Yes.
But in selected stores, especially in the region, in the Gauteng region, you find them at ShopRite, Checkers, Spar. You find them at Zulzi. Zulzi is an online platform.
Yeah.
So if you're in Gauteng, you can look up Tosh and it gets delivered to you in 15 minutes. Yeah. So ShopRite, Checkers, Take a Lot, Zulzi, Macro, and we've recently signed with Pick and Pay.
Okay, when are you guys gonna launch it? Go Pick and Pay.
Hopefully by the 15th
Yeah.
of September,
Oh, that's
we'll hit
sweet.
the Pick and Pay market shelves.
Then you talked about being a businesswoman. How do you balance being a wife, a business lady, a family woman, got such a big company?
I think the first thing is just learning to say no.
How?
Yeah. It's because you get invited to so many things and there's just so much that needs your attention. So I had to learn to say no. You know, and one other important thing that I had to do was to create a routine for myself. It keeps me intact. It keeps me grounded because then I realize, okay, I need to wake up, I need to do my meditation, sorry. I need to do my exercise, and then my day starts. So you just need to create a routine around that. You also need to set boundaries to say when I get home, regardless of how much time or work I've got and less time I feel I have, this is time for me to close my laptop and to focus on the family. So it's just setting boundaries.
Then what advice can you give to somebody who sees themselves being like you, being on your seat, being a CEO of such a huge company?
The best advice I can give, I've been giving this advice for the longest time, and I feel like I'll just keep repeating, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
You just start where you are with the little that you have, and industrialization will find you on the way. Resources will find you on the way. But the most powerful thing is to start. And as you have started and doing it, do it excellently. You know, I always say, when we started Tosh Detergents, I was so intentional to say, I want to see Tosh alongside multinationals. And being alongside a known brand means that you have to live up to the standards. So it's how you package, the quality of your product. So whatever you do, do it excellently. Whether you are producing 1 million bottles or 10 bottles, do it excellently.
Then how do you stay informed, or rather keep up with those well-known industry like companies that do the same thing?
You must always read.
Yeah.
Read. Just this morning, my husband was saying to me, I didn't know podcast is a big thing. I'm like, podcast is a big thing. Because I had a podcast yesterday, so I've got a podcast today. I had one in the afternoon, but I was like, I can't. Yeah, so it's listening to such things. You keep abreast by reading. You know, you listen, and you also read a lot regarding business. You just keep You read, you go to social media, and then you look for relevant pages. You don't just go into social media to look at what was posted by who. Yes, it's reading a lot, research. Yes, you have to keep up with the standards, as well as being part of institutions or SETAs that are relevant to your sector.
Yeah.
It's very much important, because with the SETAs, it's easy for them to say there's a new rule that has just been rolled out, or yes, then it keeps you abreast.
Then talking about SETAs, have you ever gotten any kind of funding or any kind of help from the government?
I think not necessarily. For me, Tosh Detergents was mainly bootstrapping.
Yeah.
So it was just from my own personal savings. And then as the business grew, it was just reinvesting back into the business. But I did get assistance from SEDA with our product testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are still applying for things like machinery. And yeah, hopefully we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what has been the most rewarding thing during this whole process from 2021 to now?
I think the most rewarding has been employing people.
Yeah.
Going to bed and knowing that somebody has got food on their table because of me and my dream. That has been the most rewarding thing. One other thing is just walking into the office on a Monday like this. You find the staff working, and each time they look at you, you just see hope. Yeah, for me, that is fulfilling. It gives me so much peace and happiness. Yeah.
Then where else can we get, besides go macro and stuff like that? Do you have a website or social media where it's solely Tosh Detergents?
Yes, we do have. We do have a website where you can also buy. It's www.toshdetergents.co.za. You can also find us on social media platforms at Tosh Detergents on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn.
So I know that I asked about advice, but then I just want, what would the last piece you'd say to a person who's giving up, automobile business, but then it's been so hard? What is the one advice that you would give to them to help them keep going? Ask a give up.
If you give up, you go back to the same place you were. But irregardless of how difficult it gets, you have to keep on going. Because I always feel I'm not the person I was yesterday. And mainly it's because of my persistence and my consistency. So it's not an easy journey. It's a very difficult one. Sometimes I'm like, had I known how difficult it was, I don't think I would have embarked on it. But now that I have, then giving up is not an option. You just keep on keeping on. Yeah.
Okay. Lufuno, thank you so much. I hope that I can buy Tosh Detergents, go Pick and Pay, get a 15. And thank you so much for coming to our show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Zanzi, like Lufuno said, be consistent and never give up. So thank you for watching yet another amplifying episode of Vuk Talks. I'll catch you next week. Bye.